Good evening and welcome to Backseat Drivers number 40. It's the quiz edition, and as per normal, we've got our quiz master, Matt.
Quiz wizard. I've
he-
promoted myself.
Quiz wizard.
I gave myself a promotion.
and we've got Rob here as well.
Hi, I'm Rob.
Rob's filling out the numbers.
Fun.
Bud, Rob, whatever.
We've probably got a little bit of news to talk about before we get into the quiz. Normally, this time of year, it all goes a bit quiet. But yeah, some things happened this week. Stuff.
Are the team managers just jealous because after what's his name retired, they're like, we need to have our own wacky mix-up?
Yeah, well, how many driver changes is there actually next year on the grid? Because I think we're nearly more. Well, there's two new ones coming in, and then Alonso shifted,
and Gasly.
Yeah, so there's as many team principal move. There's as much movement in team principal land as what there is in driver land.
So there's a lot of movement, but not a lot of movement.
Well, in team principal land, it's ridiculous.
How many were there? 5 or 6?
What?
It's like
4.
It's like 40% of the grid's team managers have changed.
Yeah, which is in something that's usually quite stable.
Yeah,
that's up pretty ridiculous. When you think like, Horner and Toto have been there essentially the whole life of the teams.
Yeah.
And previously you had, like Frank Williams, who owned the team, Bruce McLaren, and then Ron Dennis was there forever.
I see you don't mention. I see you don't mention Ferrari in that whatsoever.
Well, Ferrari do a lot of chop and changing over the years. So, but do we discuss them or?
Yeah. I'm just trying to find our notes because I'm really prepared tonight.
So kicking it off, obviously Ferrari, Binotto left. They said
Is that
they
a
had
surprise though?
Yeah, it's no surprise.
But why would you make the change at this point?
End of the year.
They'd been on an upward trajectory.
Yeah,
I can't speak English. They've been on upward trajectory. Still can't get it. They've been going upward. Yeah, it's just going to get worse the more times I try. But
Vasseurs going to come in and just ride the wave of Binotto's changes for the first year. Like he's not going to really change much in the next 12 months, especially
the problem. Yeah, the problem is though, if he comes in and doesn't change stuff, I suppose then you're still going to have the same issues of poor strategy.
Yeah, and Sauber haven't really had good strategies for the last season. They've come out with flat tires and
their pit hasn't been the best.
Yeah, so they're perfect pretty much for Ferrari.
Yeah, well, it is Alfa Romeo who owns Ferrari.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Fiat?
Fiat owns Alfa and Ferrari.
Yeah, so they're pretty much a mini Ferrari anyway.
Well, they're Sauber with a bit of Alfa Romeo money. But yeah. So, so then obviously with Fred leaving Sauber, they needed a replacement, which apparently Seidel had already told Zach Brown that he'd be leaving at the end of his contract.
Yeah,
which was end of this year?
End of 2024.
Well, he's going as the CEO. He's not going to be the team manager.
Yeah, so they still will hire
Do you reckon Jos Capito could be going there?
I think
he has ties with Volkswagen.
He was going to retire though before he went to Williams.
He's mid-60s.
So, yeah, I'd say he'll, now that he's run a Formula One team, he'll just do his retirement.
Yeah.
I think probably the lure of running a Formula One team said, I'll keep working for a few more years.
Yeah. What do you reckon is going to happen at Williams? Do you reckon it's going to end up being like Porsche finally buying in, or even Andretti?
Yeah, I think that Doralton are probably pulling some funding, and that's why the movements happened.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
Does that mean you finally get Team Andretti, which will be my my new favorite team? I think.
Yeah, dream team Williams Andretti Racing.
Ooh.
Yeah, it has a good ring. Same as Williams. Williams
with Porsche engines.
Yeah.
Williams Andretti Porsche.
Yeah,
Porsche,
Mario Porsche. Mario
Kerbakajani.
Yeah. Porsche.
I mean, these teams name just write themselves practically.
It's actually a little bit of a joke with the Andretti IndyCars. There's like 2 of them that are Andretti Autosport, and then it's like Andretti Autosport with Herder Autosport or something. And then the 4th entry is like Andretti Green Racing with Kerbakajani and Marco and. And there's about 20 blokes that are involved in the 4th entry.
Yeah, everyone just likes having their name on the end of it now. It's not. Let's just come up with a team name.
Yeah, I think Marco's just like, you got $10? Yeah, you can stick your name on the entry.
I was going to say, how much would it cost us to get backseat drivers just on the side of a car for a race?
I reckon we got more chance in NASCAR.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We can sponsor a NASCAR next year if Dave, if this thing finally takes off for Dave, and he gets some real host and trims the fat.
we need a better.
You called me fat.
Hang on. According to Business Insider, over the 38 race NASCAR season, primary sponsors will pay between $5 and $35 million.
Oh,
yeah.
If anyone wants to donate $5 million in the super chat,
yeah. But
what about tertiary sponsor for one race?
Yeah, you divide, if that's why, say we get on the back of the grid, which is 5. I'm just trying to do millions on the calculator while we divided by 38.
Dave does accounting. This is the best podcast ever.
So that's only 131 grand to be primary sponsor at one race for the junk team on the $5 million budget.
So what we need to do is we just need to be a I don't know, what's the cheapest part on a NASCAR, Dave? The bumper bar?
Primary sponsorship on Jimmy Johnson's car was $400K per race.
Nah, we're gonna. Where's the Latifi of the NASCAR? We need a Latifi. Actually, maybe next year we can just get Latifi. He'd almost pay us.
Kvyat's racing in NASCAR, so there's a good chance Latifi could end up there as well. We can sponsor him.
Kvyat got to Red Bull. there was no chance Latifi was getting to Red Bull.
I don't know. if he paid his cards right.
I see what you did.
That would have been a big payday.
Yeah. So there is some Latifi news.
Oh, okay.
Nothing's actually happened since he's been retired.
Yeah. What happened to his Ganassi seat got taken by someone else?
By Marcus Armstrong?
Yeah.
Because we need another Kiwi in IndyCar.
Yeah. There's only one, isn't there?
Huh? Oh yeah, I guess one and a half maybe.
McLaughlin's Australian.
Yeah.
Have we taken him as our own?
When we talk about McLaughlin, New Zealand is the 7th state.
McLaughlin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can keep. But the funny thing is, Scott Dixon was actually born in Australia.
Yeah.
So technically, Dixon's Australian, but
But he lived mostly in New Zealand.
Yeah. No, but he was born here, so
McLaughlin's the other way around. Yeah.
Whatever works best for us, Rob, is how it works.
Yeah.
Well, Dixon's on the way down now, and McLaughlin's on the ascendant.
Let's ask McLaughlin on Twitter.
Yeah.
We'll put the question out. Do we have a backseat drivers Twitter account yet?
No, because you haven't started one.
You're the social media.
You're the social media.
We all have our jobs. Dave's team principal, I'm the quiz wizard, and you're social media intern.
Social media.
Yep. If anyone's seen the social media I managed to do for Supercars Talk, I definitely don't have the bandwidth to look after two.
I don't even know how to sign out of my account on Twitter. Ooh, I could get Twitter Blue
for $8.
Yeah, we got that in the budget.
Is that like Johnny Blue or?
I think so. I actually don't know how to sign out of my account. I've never had to before.
This is worse than Dave does accounting.
Yeah, I know. At least Dave does accounting was educational. This is just Rob struggles to use the internet. Old man complains about social media.
Yeah, Grandpa.
I keep scrolling and it just keeps going on. I can't get to the bottom.
I think that's the point, isn't it? It never ends.
Twitter for professionals. Here we go. We're professional.
That was your first mistake.
All right, we got Google for this. How to sign out of...
This is more like an offline kind of thing, Rob.
This is quality.
Yeah, we'll save this one for the Christmas holidays.
Is anyone actually watching yet? We got Kyle. Hi, Kyle.
Yeah,
Jared.
We got people that are waiting for. They're waiting for when the show starts.
Yeah,
they've been waiting like 40 episodes.
40 minutes.
I think Rob's right. They've been waiting 40 episodes for when the actual show starts.
Sorry. I cannot be held accountable for all of this.
So is there any other news that we should be aware of, Dave, before?
No, I didn't note down any other news, obviously, other than all the team principal changes. And then Andreas Stella is taking over at McLaren with Seidel moving, which apparently they'd already spoken to him asking if that would be of interest of him, knowing that Seidel was going to move on in 2 years. And it all got escalated a bit quicker. So I'm not sure how much truth there is in the Ferrari weren't ready for Binotto to leave. It's all moved a bit quickly when you've got that many moving pieces in there. Obviously, Williams have done their thing off to the side, but then to shuffle the other three quite quickly, they're fairly high-profile roles. It's a bit like Alonso doing his deal at Aston Martin,
secretly
into
behind
24 hours or whatever. He just magically decided on that particular day that, maybe I'll have a chat with Lawrence. And
I think when you're Rookie of the Year, you're allowed to do whatever you like, aren't you?
Yeah. Be interesting, the Rookie of the Year battle next year, him and Piastri.
Yeah. I was watching the they were comparing how spicy the teammates will be next year.
What was the spice level on the Aston Martin battle?
I think the Aston Martin Kevin. It was who's Kevin with next year?
Kev's with Nico.
Yeah, that's supposedly going to be the spiciest, and Ferrari's going to be the
suck my balls.
Yeah, they pretty much said this will be the spiciest because of the suck my balls incident, and he just said it like it was a casual thing, when that happened.
Have you seen the actual?
I've seen bits of the footage.
Yeah, because he just walks up and says, "I can't." He cut him off or something, and he's like, "Thanks for cutting me off." And he's just as he's walking away, he's like, "Suck my balls."
Brilliant. Yeah, and supposedly Ferrari's going to have no spice because they just get along too well.
Yeah, which is until if
also
Carlos
Williams
can get on top of it.
Yeah, and also Williams will have no spice because they'll have more things to worry about, like being good.
Yeah, Yeah, but their battle's going to be very different anyway. Their battles are more just trying to get the car further up the grid, which the Haas one will be interesting that way because you're not trying to go for supremacy or anything there.
You're just
similar to Red Bull.
Are you trying to say, Dave, they're just trying to drive to survive?
I see what you did there.
That was bad.
This season, or
doesn't it come out after
Christmas?
It comes out. Yeah, it comes out. I thought before the start of the next season, so people can get hyped up.
I've still got to watch the 2021 one. Yeah, I didn't watch.
Yeah. I don't want to ruin it for you, Dave.
Spoiler alert: Max wins.
Yeah, they all come out in March.
Okay. So we've still got a while.
Yeah, we've got a long time before we find out what happens in March about last season that we just watched.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard Max wins again.
Dave, fucking spoilers.
This one's not quite as controversial.
I just hope that they have George saying crikey on they just have a supercut of every time he says crikey or every time he has his little detective notebook when he writes down his like little snitch list to Toto, his dad. He's Toto's like, you are my new favorite son. Never let Rob speak.
Yeah, we're just waiting for old man Googling.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've created.
He's still trying to work out what Twitter is.
That's what the chat AI is for. I go into that and ask it what Twitter is.
Rob's just set up a MySpace account and gone, that's close enough.
That'll do.
Alta Vista.
I got my tripod website and my MySpace and my live journal. We are good to go.
You sign up to Twitter and it tells you got to follow at least one account, and the first one that comes up is Elon Musk.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't do that, you get banned because you're a bot.
Yeah, you're a bot. This is like the what's the question thing that Google comes up with? We got to pick the bicycles or something. That's that. You got to pick the overlord and leader.
Yeah.
Pick Elon. Where is he in the picture?
Yeah. You pick one of the other ones and go, "Oh, you're following Elon." Why can't I follow? Why is it? Oh God, I'm gonna follow.
Old man gets frustrated with Twitter.
God. I still remember when I was the family member who had to set up the VHS players for everyone. Now look at me.
Now you're
Rob was
laughing.
The one that had the flashing 12 on the VCRs at his house.
Yeah.
Rob, the VCR's playing up again.
Right, I'm following NASA.
Wait,
what about? I would have thought you would have gone straight for Latifi.
Yeah. Wasted opportunity, Rob.
Yeah.
Wasted opportunity.
He doesn't have to worry about social media because he just gets his money from father.
Maybe this is why Oscar Pito got the ask, because he fired their number one driver.
Well, I did in whatever Bookface comments or somewhere. I can't remember where I was reading comments, and it's always good for a giggle. Someone said, "Oh, it's probably because he was the one who signed Latifi for last year."
Yeah,
I'm like, hey, wait a second. He got lumped with the driver lineup.
Yeah,
I'm sure if it was his choice.
Yeah.
Anyway,
this thing's rigged. Like I like the IndyCar page, and it goes, you might like, and it's got Andretti Autosport,
Elon
James
Musk.
Hinchcliffe, Will Power. Then you hit show more, and the first one that comes up, Elon Musk.
He's desperate for.
He needs more friends.
Yeah. Well, now he has a platform.
Yeah.
Yep, the Elon platform.
Yeah. Elon blue tick. Yeah, so notes. Back to notes. Have we done it all?
No, we covered that while you were off.
We carried it on while old man tried to connect to the world.
Yeah. So now we're just waiting for you to quiz time it.
We're up to quiz. Let's grab my notes here. So are you ready for the quiz, Dave? Rob?
Yeah.
And anyone else that wants to
Yeah. E-Scooter was very keen to try and beat us, but he doesn't seem to be here yet. So that's a shame for him.
So looks like someone else. All right, we'll begin the super quiz of the 15 greatest questions I would like to think so far.
Hang on, I'm just making our GeoCity site.
You've got to stop Rob from Googling the answers as well.
No, Dave. Rob uses Ask Jeeves or Bing.
You're gonna be wrong. I'm not gonna get it right anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm fearful that either of us would have any clue what Matt's asking us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Here we go. First question, Rob, Dave, and anyone else.
Yep.
When was the last time a constructor had an opening round double DNF and still went on to win the Constructors' Championship?
Dave.
2022.
Yeah.
Dave.
No, the last time before that.
Oh.
No. I'm going to hazard a guess at 97.
Correct, Dave.
Oh, nice.
There you go. I remember. Yeah, they both retired in Melbourne, and then it was Ferrari, wasn't it?
Williams.
Oh, there you go.
But you still get the point because you.
I still get the point.
For a bonus point, who was involved in both of those teams this year and in '97?
Williams was Villeneuve and Heinz-Harald Frentzen.
But someone was involved with both of these teams.
Oh, Adrian Newey.
Yeah, Dave can have another bonus point. Rob's too busy drinking beer.
I'm asking Chat AI to make 10 questions for me for next week.
Okay, when Ferrari said there is no reason Ferrari can't win all of the 10 remaining races, how many of the remaining races did they win?
0.
Correct.
There is no reason, but they did find them. Each time they found the reason.
They found 10 reasons to lose. I'm giving a point to Max because he's also wrote it in the thing.
Okay.
Max Verstappen, he's getting points.
Yep. Who has had the least amount of pit stops in 2022? Rob?
Albon.
No.
Can I go Latifi?
No, they're called crashes. They're not pit stops.
But that's because he doesn't get far enough into the race to have a pit stop.
Carlos Sainz.
Actually, it was Mr. V. Bottas with 28.
Oh,
because he never finished races too.
Well, I was trying to go for someone who'd had a lot of retirements. That's why I thought Latifi.
But Latifi didn't have that many retirements.
He usually gets towards the end of the race, though, is when he has his spins and crashes.
So he's already had his stop.
Yeah.
All right. Here comes another, I'd say, quality question. Besides Carlos Sainz in 2021 and Lewis in 2017, 19, and 20, Who is the only other driver to have gone a season with no retirements in the current era of racing? Dave?
I'll go with Schumacher.
No.
Ooh.
It happened in 2016.
16.
Verstappen. No, not Verstappen. Vettel.
No.
Rosberg.
No. We
Hülkenberg.
No, it was.
Wasn't Miss Perez?
No, it was Mr. Ricardo.
Ooh.
Oh, really? I would have thought they would have had an engine blow up.
No, 2016 was obviously a good year for Mr. Ricardo. He was still in the Red Bull, wasn't he?
Yeah. That's why I just automatically eliminated anyone that wasn't in the Mercedes when you said 16.
Who has had the most technical DNF in the turbo hybrid era?
Honda.
It's a single person, not a
driver.
Alonso.
Yeah. Yes, I think you can both get points for that.
And that's just this season.
Let's not talk about the Honda years.
Yeah.
Who has created the most accidents in the turbo hybrid era?
Stroll.
No.
Latifi.
No, happened in 2015.
Grosjean.
Pastor Maldonado.
That's correct.
Yeah. And
Rob's getting a point.
He won a race, and he also races in sports cars now and doing really well, I think.
Yeah, but you think Latifi does really well at Formula One. So that could...
I got info for after this questionnaire.
Oh, okay. When was the last time we had a 26-car grid? Dave?
Or 26 entries or 26-car grid?
I've just written 26-car grid.
94.
Bit happened after that as well.
When Manuel and are we count the?
Was it 26?
What I've written down here, Dave, is what I'm interpreting.
2010 then.
No, I've got here Monaco Grand Prix 95.
Oh, are you counting like the safety car and Stroll's dad?
Yeah, because Simtek was still there at the start of 95, wasn't it?
This one should be a bit easier. How many cars lined up for the 2005 USA Grand Prix?
6.
Dave. Here is some. This is where you can tell that the questions may have trying to predict the point where all my questions now hit the rails. What is the only drink allowed in the cool down room? Rob.
Water.
Correct. What is the most an F1 trophy can weigh according to FIA specifications? Rob?
6.5 kilos.
No.
6.6 kilos.
I sounded like I knew what I was talking about, didn't I?
The correct answer is 5 kilos.
Oh, so I got closer. So
you went. It's closest without going over.
Is Bobby like replying after he gets the answer?
Yeah, I know. It seems like. Here we go. Who won the e-scooter championship?
Oh God. Was it the woman? No.
I mean, there's only 6 of them in the competition.
Was there? There used to be more.
They used to be a lot more.
Everyone just kind of whittled off and went back to smoking bombs on the couch.
and playing PlayStation 2.
Yeah. Too busy playing Mario Kart to compete.
I will accept Godifi as the correct answer from Kyle, but the other answer I was looking for was Frenchman Ayman Vernet.
Yes, I remember reading that, but I also have.
Now, again, Dave, this is again perfect example of Matt's quiz going off the rails. Mr. Ginger Spice had a horse that won a race a couple of weeks ago. What was the name of the horse?
Red Bull.
Rob?
Monster Energy.
The correct answer was V. No, it was called Lift Me Up.
Lift Me Up?
Lift Me Up.
Lift Me Up.
All right, here we go. What was the name of Chris Horner's racing team?
Arden.
What's its full name?
Arden International.
Robbie could have gone in there and.
Oh no! Oh no! Sorry.
Here were the last two questions, and they're absolutely questions. They are definitely questions. How many different drivers did Sterling Moss race against?
12.
A lot more, Rob.
Yeah.
1200. 13. Oh, I'm closer than Rob.
1200.
Good strategy, Dave. The correct answer is 199.
Nice.
That's actually lower than what I thought it would have been.
Yeah.
I think Kyle's I'm giving Kyle another point because you guys, Dave was blatantly cheating with 13. and here comes the final question. Which team has the most points without a win? Rob?
Alpine.
Yeah, but they won as Alpine
this year, like this season.
No, it's just which team has the most points of all
time.
Yep.
Toyota.
Haas.
I'll give you a clue, Dave. It's the coolest team that used to be around.
Team Green.
that used to be around.
Yeah.
Sauber had a win, Kyle. That's actually really stumps me. No, Jet Force had a win.
Did they? Because that's what I've got.
Yeah,
when
but
did Jet Force have a win?
Jet Force India.
And as Jordan.
Yeah.
When did Jet Force have a win, though?
When
Quiz Wizard.
2020 with
Quiz Wizard's going to lose his hat.
The Bahrain Grand Prix. Unless you're talking about the odd different names of teams.
Yeah, it's got Wikipedia says that they have 0 race wins because that was when they were Racing Point. When they were Racing Point Sports India, not just Jet Force. Yeah,
but really they were Jordan as well that had 3 wins.
But does this mean Mercedes got more wins because they were?
That's
Braun?
what I wrote on the little bit of paper, Dave. So
does Mercedes count Braun as a championship win?
Yeah, see, that's where I wouldn't count that as Mercedes, but when you're talking about has that team had a win?
And who owned Braun before Braun? Or who? That was Honda, wasn't it? Yeah.
Which was BAR. And technically that was Tyrrell beforehand.
Yeah. So how many championships have they won?
What, Tyrrell?
Yeah.
3.
There we go. So do we all add that to Mercedes total?
No, because that's not fair.
But if Williams won a championship this year, would you count it towards?
Yeah, because it's still Williams. No, I would. The Braun one's difficult on that. I would, although they bought the Tyrrell license, it wasn't a.
Yeah.
Whereas, say, like Jet Force India, to me, is still Jordan and
Racing Point F1 team counts as a victory, but Racing Point Force India got nothing, and Force India got nothing.
But What about if they're out of the same factory?
See, that's where, like, I still, and then obviously you've got Benetton that like moves factories and stuff, but it was still the same team.
Yeah.
But to me, like that, Aston Martin is still kind of Jordan. If you're like, has that team ever had a win?
Yeah.
I would say,
as Wikipedia has said, Dave.
Yeah.
Wikipedia has said that they didn't have a win.
Yeah, and if it's Wiki, it's true. So
yeah.
I'm even more torn now.
so since Dave was cheating, do I win?
Well, no, actually. So Dave got 6 points.
Yeah.
Rob, you got 3, and Kyle got 2. But because Kyle's online, I've given him
his points are worth double.
Yeah, his points are worth.
So
double.
He doesn't beat me, but he beats Rob.
Yep. So Rob, you came last on 3. Kyle gets 4 points because he's a daily double points, and Dave gets 6 points.
I did better than I expected.
That's the spirit, Rob Latifi. You've done better than you thought. You didn't have to retire.
I was very concerned about how bad the questions were going to be, and I don't think they were that bad.
Yeah, that would be.
I get to do it again next year.
Yeah, that's
all
it.
Right, I got some questions. How many times did Latifi retire this year?
6.
4.
Dave got that one.
Was it 4?
Yeah, it was 4 retirements.
Oh, he's done better than I thought.
I figured because Rob was bringing it up, it had to be a better number than what you would think.
Yes.
How many times did Alex Albon retire?
5.
4.
Oh.
I figured it was going to be worse than Latifi.
Yeah, it had to be worse than him.
Yeah. He conveniently picks statistics that make Latifi look better.
Yeah. How many times did Latifi eat Nutella and Lewis Hamilton didn't? What a loser.
How many times did... hang on. I'll find something interesting here. Yeah, I got nothing.
There's no other statistic that's going to make Latifi look good.
How many people can say that they win Bring Your Dad to Work Day every day at the Grand Prix?
Besides Stroll. Latifi can't even win Best Canadian Billionaire's Son.
Yeah, he can't even win Best Dad award.
Vettel brought his dad. And his dad was dancing around. That was that was pretty.
That was only one time though. He brought his dad to work day.
Yeah. Well, Lewis brings his dad like all the time, and his brother, and his best friend, who's his masseuse or whatever.
That's an excellent
his
question.
only friend.
How many P1s did Latifi get, Rob?
He got 1 in practice, 1 or 2.
1.
Maybe
1?
3. Yeah.
Are we going with 1 or 2 or 1?
One in one of the practice sessions.
Did he actually P1 that, or was that where he had the best sector?
Pretty sure I still got.
I heard he had a purple sector, and it was a big picture. And Rob's getting it made into a T-shirt.
Yeah. You wait.
It was something like the only person to get a purple sector and still end up last in the session. Something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. There was one qualifying where he got like 2 purple sectors.
Yeah, and then didn't make Q2.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I have no idea.
How bad was his first sector then? If the other 2 were so good,
no, I think the third sector was the problem.
Yeah, like it was like the end of qualifying. Like it was one of the last cars out there. Purpled the first 2 sectors, and then something.
But I think that was one of those wet sessions or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where like last across the line essentially was going to get pole position.
Yeah.
Unless you were Latifi.
Did Williams actually do worse this year than last year? If you take away Spa, where somebody got a free gift horse in the mouth, got a second place.
Yeah,
Williams do better this year?
I think they were worse this year, but I think they were closer time-wise.
2021. Let's have a look.
Points-wise, I think they definitely ended up with less points.
Yeah, they ended up less points.
Place.
But they got bulk of their points from
one second place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where's the overall races? So so last year Latifi got 2 races in points and Russell got 3 in points. So maybe they did just better. Latifi got points once. Albon got points 3 times. He also went to hospital and almost died. George can't.
And don't forget that De Vries got in the points as well.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, which Albon would have been in the points that race.
I reckon because
don't forget that Latifi almost finished 21st in a 20-man field
championship.
Yeah, true. Well, he did last year. Last year he did beat Italian Jesus.
I don't know why Giovinazzi had such a long Formula 1 career.
He's Italian, and Ferrari had him on the books.
Yeah, but even they just got rid of Binotto. Yeah, he was clutching at straws that he was ever going to end up in a Ferrari.
Yeah, well, Ferrari still love him. They reckon he's amazing in the simulator. They reckon he's one of the best simulator drivers they've had.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, they reckon he's just really detailed, really good. Just gets more info than anyone else, and so they just keep him in there.
Yeah, but the thing was, everyone was overestimating the job Kimi was doing.
Yeah,
he's pretty much as good as Kimi, and you're like, Kimi doesn't care. He's turning up for fun. But
was Kimi just not giving a shit at all, or was he actually trying to put
effort in? He was trying or whatever, but it's not Kimi got smashed by Alonso and Vettel.
Because Vettel was trying this year, and Ricciardo beat him in the championship. And Ricciardo
didn't.
I don't know what he was doing.
Something went wrong.
Yeah. Ricciardo was lucky to beat fucking Latifi in some races.
Yeah. It will be interesting if Ricciardo does get a shot at Red Bull, even in a test or something like that, and just see what he does.
Yeah, it was a stupid move. Him moving out of Red Bull.
Yeah, I understand why he did.
Yeah,
but hindsight's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe he might have had a chance to beat Max, but I don't know. Max is, as much as I dislike him at the moment, he is the best driver out there.
Yeah, and he's got the full force of the team behind him.
Yeah. God, next year's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to IndyCar, that's for sure.
Definitely.
Because the first 2 or 3 races of F1 are going to be like, oh, cool, it's new, it's back, it's all shiny, and then it'll be like, oh, Max is winning every race. Oh, and now Lewis is going to win the rest of them. Yeah,
that could be interesting though if the gap is closed and if Ferrari is genuinely competitive again.
Yeah.
If there is a bit of a, let's not say 6-way fight, but 4, maybe 5 driver battle for the
that'll be nice. I can't see the cars closing the gap between each other, even with the cost cap. Because the cars out in front are still going to be spending money to get quicker. And the cars behind are constantly going to be chasing them.
Yeah, but we already saw this year, though, Mercedes were very close, if not quicker at some rounds. at the end of the year. So
maybe that'd be good.
Yeah, with the wind tunnel restrictions and that.
Yeah,
and Red Bull's got those bonus restrictions.
Yeah. So I just want to see some of the other cars get up there. I want to see McLarens. I want to see Alpines up there. I want to see multiple different battles. But
yeah, we might not until Audi comes in.
Yeah,
that's not McLaren 2026, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're saying at least 3 years of nothing for a while.
I mean, McLaren could bridge the gap.
Yeah, and Alpine's. I reckon Alpine's closest. Alpine and McLaren.
Alpine's very.
Well, they've got no drivers who I think can do the job though now.
Well, that's going to be their issue. I think they haven't got someone to really drive it. Like as much as Alonso's toxic and what, at least he's someone that can. Yeah.
Well, they could have had two shit hot good rookies, and now they've got. Two other guys who were just going to fight.
Their first mistake was Ocon was not going anywhere. So why tie? Like I can understand why McLaren tied Lando up for long term, and Ferrari have tied up Leclerc long term. But Mercedes wasn't going to take Ocon. The other teams don't want him.
What do you reckon? What do you reckon the chances of Lando going to Audi in 2026 with his old boss?
Yeah, I reckon if McLaren don't step up in the next year or two, I reckon he'll probably his contract I think runs out at the end of 2025.
Yeah, so perfect time.
So
also perfect time to jump ship to
the 3 rings, 4 rings,
4 rings,
4 rings,
5 rings. There's a lot of rings. And Seidel will be hard on him to come over, I reckon.
Yeah. That's a long way. That's
I know.
They got a lot of building to do though.
Yeah. And I reckon now they got Seidel there, that's kind of the start of things getting done.
Yeah, well they'll just continue to bolster.
Yeah.
Like the next thing will be getting probably a technical director and things like that.
Yeah.
They'll start
poaching
hard.
Yeah. Volkswagen Audi Group won't come into this half-assed.
Yeah.
They want to win. If they want to win, they'll win.
Yeah. They'll have the budget to it's hard with the cost cap stuff, but they will.
I do really want to see Volkswagen. That's not Volkswagen, Porsche in there as well. Same, really.
Have they pulled out completely, or is it just out of that deal?
That deal.
Yeah, but the issue was that they were going to use essentially the Red Bull engines and badge them. So for some reason, which I don't quite understand, they want to do a different engine to the Audi engine. Whereas if I owned the company, I'd be like, right, well, instead of both of you spending X amount of budget, how about you split the budget in half and both use the same engine? Which is where with the whole Ferrari thing or whatever, I would have thought that you would have gone and said, right, it's an Alfa Romeo engine in the Sauber. It's not we're going to put Alfa Romeo badges on it, and then in the Haas it's a Fiat or something like that.
Do they? Because on the Ferraris, do they still have the Fiat badge on there? So they used to always have the big Fiat badge on there.
I'm just looking at it on the front of the picture there in the background.
Yeah, it used to be on the engine cover. They always had Fiat, but
I don't think they do anymore.
What? They could have had Porsche as one team, Audi as the other team, and then Volkswagen as the engine manufacturer. Because that's pretty much what it is now. They just use Volkswagen engines, and they could have Volkswagen could have been the engine manufacturer, and then they could have had the two race teams. But just shared the cost.
Yeah, that's it. You split the budget between them, but they went and did the same thing in sports cars.
Yeah, and then they can do what Renault's done, and they can rebadge one of the cars Cupra and one of them Skoda in 2 years when they're not going so well.
But do you think we're going to go back to those days, though? Well, like at the moment, it's very much, like Mercedes has 4 teams, Ferrari has 3, etc. Where like the mid 2000s, you had Ferrari had a couple of customers, but McLaren were the only one with Mercedes engines. Jordan had Hondas, things like that. With Audi coming in, Renault are only doing their own engine. Red Bull are potentially going to stay. Honda's talking about still being an engine supplier, even possibly not with the whole Red Bull thing.
Yeah.
Do we possibly go back to that where, there might be a couple of Mercedes customers or whatever, a couple of Ferrari customers, and then everyone else kind of has their own bespoke engine again?
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see it. I reckon McLaren will end up with an Audi engine in it.
Oh, yeah, I'm not so sure on that one.
No,
I don't know.
I reckon there's probably talks in it since Seidel's gone. It'll be like if we build an engine that's good, you get first dibs.
Yeah, well, although what if I was them? What I'd be trying to do is say, "Hey, we'll take the Audi engine and the Porsche money."
Yeah.
So you
what Bowie said. They also didn't share costs in LMP1 either.
Yeah, that was full on, and they were just racing each other. Yeah, in the racing sense, they had 2 totally different teams.
Yeah.
But
that's kind of nice that they keep it separated. Like at least they're not just the same car.
The real winner was everybody.
Yes.
Friendship.
I reckon next year I get the Quiz Wizard hat, and you guys battle it off. Yeah. It'll be a mixture.
Rob, you got to earn the Quiz Wizard hat. It's not just given to. It's not just printed out at a printer 20 minutes before we do this podcast, Rob. This is something you have to earn. It's definitely not something you type in Word and do size 96 and then quickly show your partner and make sure it looks good enough. And they say, sure, whatever, for your little thing with Dave.
I will earn your respect on Saturday night.
I will think about your application to become the Quiz Wizard.
I need to do some modifications to your present, but we should get there.
The Quiz Wizard looks favourably upon Pepsi Max and kebabs.
You're not getting either of them.
By this point next year, though, Matt should have enough knowledge to be able to answer Formula 1 questions.
Yeah. Oh, you're asking a lot there, Dave.
We'll be like 80 episodes deep by then.
and
oh, wow.
Still by then, I'll be asking questions like, what kind of tyre should I be using in the rain? And you'll be like, soft, always soft.
Yeah. I'm basing all my answers off Drive to Survive, so.
I will watch it again then.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch the last episode. I don't even know who won.
Spoiler alert.
I believe some Canadian guy crashed and helped.
Sometimes they make it feel like it's a different championship to what I was watching.
Yeah. They make things seem interesting.
Sometimes, yeah.
Did you guys talk about the IndyCar engine situation?
No.
The week before? No.
Yeah.
The changing, they didn't go for the 2.4s. They went staying with the 2.2s. And
yeah, but they are
going to
bolt the
yeah. Does anyone actually care about the car? What engine's in the car? Do people really go, oh man, I support that I support this team because they run
3.6 litre V6 is my where I'm at.
Yeah. Well, they're engines you can't buy in any kind of car.
Yeah.
Well, they need to have like engines in it from a Ford F truck and for it to be relevant in America.
I think the issue was that Honda said unless there's some kind of hybrid component, they were going to pull out. Yeah. And Chev had said, we are not supporting the whole field. And I think the idea was that they were going to get a third manufacturer in with the new engines. Yeah. So that, because the problem is at the moment, they have their engine leases for $1 million a year, but apparently it costs $2.5 million to actually look after the engines for the year. So the whole thing's subsidized. And the idea was, well, if we only have to supply, say, 8 teams instead of 12 or what, that it's a lot more manageable.
Yeah. I reckon they should just use 2-litre turbos because every engine manufacturer makes a 2-litre turbo. And just
but they're not all made the same.
Yeah, I know, but you don't just like you don't use off the shelf engine or use the off the shelf engine and then you build that to something with more power.
Supercars is doing where you paritize them.
Yeah, but
What kind of sucks with it though is that everyone has to you pump all this money in, and then you have to have the same outcome with the performance.
Just use a spec engine and put a different car manufacturer badge.
Well, that's nearly you're nearly at that point where you're like, well, you'd be better off.
At least when they went to the spec chassis, they had aero that looked different with the Chev and the Honda.
Yeah, but once again, though, the problem was that one of them did a better job, and then it's not fair. We need to let them change their aero kit to catch up. And you're like, well, as sucky as it is if you're the team that ends up with the wrong package.
Yeah,
that's the whole idea of it.
If they had a spec engine, no brand spec engine, do you reckon car manufacturers would be more willing to sponsor a car? Go, this is Team Ford, Penske, and have Ford branding on it.
I'm really torn on that because
Ford stuff.
Yeah, so I still think supercars, should have gone down the route of having, say you've got the 2 engines now, but say Hyundai wants to come in. They can go, we're going to take the Chev or the Ford engine and put that in our car so we don't have to develop an engine or whatever. All we do is body kit or whatever, and we end up with the same engine because they're all, what's the point of us doing an engine that ends up exactly the same? And I can definitely see the benefit in it, but then the problem is the car manufacturers go, we need our DNA in it. Like, well, why?
Yeah. I don't know. But the supercars kind of disappoints me because they want to open it up to so many people, but then they still kind of limited to front engine rear wheel drive V8s, and that's all anyone's ever going to use.
Yeah. But that's Also, some of the fan base can't open themselves up to.
Can't even move away from the bloody H pattern, which is not even a H pattern. It's a sequential gearbox with
the
clutch.
Sequentials.
You're one of them.
As part of the entertainment of it, though, I would prefer to see them go back to a H pattern and enter in that driver skill thing. I understand.
I go back to a homologated car, but saying go back to a H pattern, you might as well say go back to cross-play tires.
No, but
road tires.
From it. Well, in Formula One we have the chocolate tires and that, but because we're not. It's not a arms race of development anymore. It's a paritized formula. I think for the entertainment, that's something that differentiates on the drivers. The driver skill comes into it. Whereas with the flappy paddles, it does take away, and it takes away a visual thing when you've got the in-car cameras. Because as much as you don't notice the flappy paddles happening the same as someone, going down and grabbing a gear. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they should just turn them into GT3 cars. Be done with it.
Well, they're pretty close. My issue with the GT3 cars, is you touch a wall, bin.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's 800 grand worth of chassis in the bin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just make stainless steel, cast iron steel frames, Dave. So when you crash into something, takes out the thing, keep driving.
Like the Elon truck.
Yeah, the Cybertruck.
Will that race in the? Will that? Yep. Yeah.
Ask your mate on Twitter.
Yeah, and I'm now working for Tesla's PR department.
Yeah. Where's my Cybertruck?
Yeah. It's coming.
And sorry, Blake, you're slightly late on the quiz there. We've done and dusted.
Has Blake got quizzes for us?
And it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Hang on. Wait. I did ask.
Rob's got some questions.
I did ask Chat AI for 10 quiz questions related to F1.
All right, let's go.
Are you guys ready?
Go.
We are ready.
It did not give me the answers though.
I'll loan them anyway.
That's all right. We're giving you the answers.
Yeah, we're gonna give you the answers.
I'm not sure if you understand how a quiz works.
Yeah.
All right. Number 1. What is the maximum number of points a driver can earn in a single race?
27.
25.
No, you can get fastest lap.
And then you can get driver of the day, Latifi bonus, and
number 2
from the bake sale.
Who is the only driver to have won the Formula One World Championship in a car bearing its own name?
Jack. Grab him.
Pete Williams.
Pretty sure this thing is wrong. It's got John Cooper. I never said these questions are correct.
Pete Ferrari.
Number 3. What is the most successful team in Formula One history in terms of race wins?
Ferrari.
Matt, 1 point.
Yes.
And how many wins? I honestly don't know if this is right. 230.
Sure.
That seems high.
Yeah, it's probably not correct. This is AI. The first driver to be killed in Formula One race was Jules Bianchi. What? Who was the first?
Is that just a statement or a question?
Yeah.
Sorry, I read the wrong thing. Who was the first driver to be killed
Jules
during a Formula One race?
He was the last.
Yeah. This is not good. Which team has won the most constructors' championships?
Ferrari.
Say Ferrari.
Going by this is Mercedes with 7 championships.
They're the only ones. Everything before that never counted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're reading this off Toto's Wikipedia page.
Yeah. Toto's like, we are the best team, even though we have the shittest cars.
Yeah. Who holds the record for the most pole positions in F1? Going by AI.
It is Hamilton. Lewis, isn't it?
Yes, Lewis.
I said Shoe Hamilton. That covers me for everything.
Wait, what?
Rob, I'll be honest with you. You're currently not getting the Quiz Wizard hat. The Quiz Wizard hat stays on my head.
The answers don't even match. The answer to that was the driver who holds the most pole positions is
Ralph Schumacher.
Michael Schumacher, 68 pole positions. What? These don't even line up. God, this is wrong. Anyway, number 8. Which country hosted the most Formula One Grand Prix?
Italy.
This says it's Great Britain with over 130. But
that was my second guess.
I'm surprised the quiz didn't just say something like Sebastian Vettel.
Who was the first driver to win Formula One World Championship with a turbocharged engine? This could be correct.
Nelson Piquet.
Not by this.
Who was it?
Niki Lauda in 84.
didn't Brabham in 83 with PK?
Now, AI says you're wrong, Dave.
AI says you're wrong. Who holds the record for the most Formula One World Championships?
Hamilton.
Yeah.
This is saying Schumacher with 7, and that's probably because he did it first.
This isn't from Toto's blog then, because if it was Toto's blog, he would say Hamilton first. Oh, by the way, that German also did it.
Yeah.
I can also hit a button that tells it to try again. All right, that was good.
Wait, was that the quiz? Was that your
quiz,
Rob?
That was
Rob?
the AI's quiz.
Rob,
yes.
The quiz wizard hat, I think, will stay with me for another couple of months.
We will see about that Saturday night.
So AI is not bad, but you probably need to double check.
Yeah.
It actually changed some things when I did try again. Instead of writing the number 7, it actually typed out the word 7 for Michael Schumacher.
Okay.
Yeah. And it didn't give me what year Niki Lauda won.
Okay.
And it also said the country that hosted the most Formula One Grand Prix is Italy now.
Oh.
It's very confident in its answers, but they may not be right. It doesn't it pales on comparisons to the fan fiction I was writing or getting it to write about my workmates earlier today. They are definitely not going past HR.
Yeah, the PK won in 1983 with the BMW 1.5 turbo.
Oh, the M20.
M12.
M12. Sorry, it's it's based on the BMW M10, M20, M10.
The M20 was the one that came after, wasn't it?
Yeah, it could be. The M10. Yeah, M10 was the engine that was the blocker was based on, which was out of production car, which was the engine that was in my BMW.
Which the Williams was still the Cosworth the year before. That was PK.
Are we going to tell everyone about the IndyCar that we're going to buy?
Oh, the sponsorship.
The car. The whole car.
Oh, the other car. Yes.
Yeah, the whole car. Yeah.
All right, Dave. Scooter wants a single question.
Yep.
Which one should we ask from the list of 15 that you think will be worthy enough for e-scooter?
You expect me to number 7, definitely.
Do you want me to ask AI to pick a question?
Yeah. You expect me to remember the questions? That was like half an hour ago.
That was a long time ago.
Hmm.
All right. How about the they're pretty stupid. In fact, a lot. Okay, here we go. This is e-scooter. This is your question. A couple of weeks ago, Mr. Ginger Spice had a horse that won a race. What was the name of his horse?
Without Googling.
Yeah.
Google's in overtime.
When did BAR was 2004, I think. Was it 3? No. I'm thinking BAR was 2001.
I got one for you, Dave. In what year was the first Formula One World Championship race held?
52.
1950.
Yes. Where?
Silverstone.
Italy.
And who won?
Not me.
I'm going to guess Farina, but I don't think he won the opening race.
I know. Nicholas Latifi's great-grandfather.
Yeah. Good. Dave knows things.
Yeah.
I'm going to accept that answer. Horse Simic Horse is also one of the correct.
Horse Simic Horse. Yep. Max gets another point. Hang on. He gets 2 points.
E-Scooter, I would have accepted Max Verkloppen or because all the jokes are coming out tonight.
Max gets 2 points for his answer. So does that mean he's now equal Dave?
No, because this is a new round of questions.
Give me something here. If I'm gonna lose, let me lose to Max, not Dave.
Max the horse. Yep, that'll get you 2 points. You're currently beating Rob again. Everyone's beaten Rob tonight.
That was going to happen. I was going to say let's have an IndyCar quiz next year, but it'd probably be just as bad.
Yeah, that could really be. I'm not quite on the historical stuff on IndyCar as much as F1.
Oh, and now that I've got plenty of time, I will research more Indy type questions.
Yeah. You could ask your AI 10 IndyCar questions.
I could.
That's true.
This could be interesting.
All right, what have we got? Thinking. Trying to work out what IndyCar is.
Yep.
All right, number one.
Here we
go. What is the top level of open wheel racing in the United States and Canada?
IndyCar.
Trailer park racing.
Mac gets 2 points. What is the most prestigious race in IndyCar racing?
Indianapolis 500.
Florida Pepsi Jew Max thing. I got Dave socks for it. That's how good it is.
Who is the most successful driver in IndyCar racing history in terms of race wins?
Mario Andretti.
No, it was AJ, wasn't it?
Waiting for the answer. AJ Foyt. Yep, with 67 race wins. Indianapolis is right. Number 4. Which team has the most IndyCar championships?
Penske.
Do they actually do? Yeah, 18. Yeah. How do you do championships when they can have as many cars as they want?
The drive, like the Penske is considered as the team champion this year with Power winning the championship.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. What is the name of the open wheel car used in Indy racing?
Hyundai XL.
The Dallara IRL 18.
I'm going to take that because it's telling me IR 12, but I don't think that's correct anymore.
Yeah, it was the DW12, and now it's the
Well, the chat AI is based on stuff from like 5 years ago, so it's not that current. What is the IndyCar Series flagship event?
Indy 500.
Yeah. What is the name of IndyCar Series development series?
Speedy McDrive Fast for young kids.
Indy NXT. That'll be Indy Lights.
Yeah. It said Indy Lights, but I'll take Indy NXT.
NXT.
Indy for school for kids who can't drive good.
Yes. What is the name of the IndyCar point system?
What's with the what?
The IndyCar point system.
Points ladder. Super deluxe points ladder, bacon, cheese, America #1.
It is the leaders circle.
Clearly it's Godifi. I'm
how many races are held in an IndyCar season?
77,000.
This year was 17.
I was close.
Correct. 17. What city is the IndyCar series headquartered?
Indianapolis.
Yes.
Wait, really?
Yeah. There was 3 answers there were Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Rob,
no, chat.
It's been decided. I'm still the quiz master, quiz wizard.
He's
good. I don't know if you noticed, but I promoted myself to quiz wizard. Of
down from that. Quiz wizard.
I can't wait for the next hat.
I can't either. All right. Anyone else got questions?
I think we might have covered everything off tonight.
I think we've done about 50 questions and all of them gold.
Yeah.
all of them winners.
Yes. It's been a good night. We've done things. Yeah. Look at us.
A massive shout out to everyone who's put up with us all year. It's definitely kept me interested on Thursday nights.
We do have some huge improvements coming for next year.
Yep.
I don't know
I'm not sure what they are, but yeah.
We can only go up from here, so there will be huge improvements.
There's going to be segments. We're going to have segments.
Yeah.
Is that an improvement?
Yeah.
Well, maybe a little bit more structure.
We're going to have 2 new fancy studios for 2 of our.
Yep.
2 of our.
Well, I'm not sure how fancy mine's going to be at the start, but
there's going to be no plaster on the walls.
No, there's definitely. I recorded a Supercars talk in there last weekend, and
it's going to be very echoey.
Well, it was echoey, but I was pumped when I wasn't talking. The actual noise was flat on the video. Nice. Instead of having fridges and bloody whatever noise is bouncing around off the roof, the dishwasher in here, dog running around, wives playing on keyboards.
Are we going to get
going
you some
outside in the road? Getting what? Mood lighting.
We're going to get you some mood lighting, like myself.
I would like some mood lighting.
Yeah, because it's very dark and sensual over here.
Yeah.
Thank you for everyone.
I do plan at some point on getting a sexy speaker microphone too.
Oh.
Sexy microphone.
Yeah.
Are we going to have a segment next year called just Rob Talks Sexy into a microphone?
Rob Talks Sexy into a microphone.
That's what Wednesday nights.
that's the special event.
We need to do more planning with things, basically.
Yeah. We've got plans that we may actually instigate.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to get a new Google Docs thing going with things we need to do.
Probably.
Yeah.
So next year we'll stop the online discussions on what we're going to plan, and just be a little bit more professional.
I'm hoping definitely better.
I'm hoping somebody has been taking notes of the things we've talked about doing on stream, and so they can remind us. I think
Boovy's just voted to do some.
Boovy's our Formula 2 reporter next year.
Well, probably not Bathurst for me, but I could definitely go a kind of watch along on one of the Formula 1 races.
Which Formula 1 races at Bathurst next year?
Which F1 races at Bathurst?
Yeah, isn't that what we're talking about, Bathurst? I'm assuming there's Formula 1 there. This is nothing to do with supercars in this chat.
We're getting Monday night.
That's Monday nights, isn't it?
Boovy's volunteered to do F2 reporting, I think.
Oh, okay. We're going to have new segments. This is all very exciting.
We'll talk about this off stream.
Yeah.
Not off stream. We need to talk a lot more off stream.
We need to have more production meetings.
Yeah.
So, maybe we could do something now. But, I just thanks everyone for watching all year.
Thank you all.
It's been a lot of fun. And, we'll be back probably, I reckon, February, when the news and that starts happening.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure we may have to do a surprise stream for the mechanic changes that's going to happen in a month.
That's it.
Well, new catering boss at Red Bull.
Yeah.
And also, if you haven't subscribed, jump onto the Backseat Drivers YouTube channel. because I'm not going to be streaming it on the Supercars Talk channel next year, which just means that the replays are better because you do actually get the chat replay
and
on the channel on that.
And we do have a new Twitter account called @DriversBack, because that's all I get.
Already, well, 2023 is going to be our year, Dave.
Yeah, it's yeah. Anyway,
start off with a bang.
On that note, we'll see everyone next year.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.